Opening in theaters this week is the sports comedy Next Goal Wins, and here's my review. Taika Waititi has brought his New Zealand brand of humor to a variety of subjects from vampires to even World War II. With Next Goal Wins, he gives a try to the inspirational sports film. While the story, based on the real-life American Samoa football team, does not venture too far from other movies of this ilk, like Cool Runnings, there's enough winning humor and a few nice moments to provide a pleasing experience. It's not a movie that requires Waititi to stretch too much, but the situations faced by a cynical coach and the team he attempts to bring to victory still provide some solid entertainment. Waititi finds some humor out of the American Samoa team and their wish to win some games despite their losing streak. With any sports movie, there's a hope the audience will want to see the characters achieve any win, and that's certainly the case here. The film does make the team into a likable group, especially the team manager, played in a sweet performance by Oscar Kitely. Kitely is given the funniest lines and provides some supportive pep talk for the newly installed coach, Thomas Rongen. As Rongen, Michael Fassbender portrays how tired he is and his constant wish to mostly drink on this island. As mentioned earlier, the story is not anything that special, as it follows the familiar beats. You can predict almost every plot point that happens, but as with any story, it's about the execution. Waititi does follow Rongen's journey well enough, as he recruits the athletes and goes through his frustrations with them. An aspect that could have been handled better is with Jaya, a trans woman athlete on the team. The film attempts to show Rongen going too far in using her gender identity as a motivating tool, but it's an unnecessary conflict that adds the risk of potentially making him too unlikable. This is resolved so quickly it ultimately adds little to the story, and there could have been a more natural way to show their friendship growing. When we get to the inevitable big match the film has been leading towards, Waititi directs those scenes with the needed interest in seeing if the Samoans can finally score a goal, and he does a few fun things with editing and narration to show the game progressing. During the film's post-production, one of the film's actors, Armie Hammer, was hit with scandal, and Will Arnett was brought in to replace him and reshoot those scenes. He fits naturally into the film, even though he's not required to do much more than make a few snide remarks. Next Goal Wins has some of the comedic sensibilities Taika Waititi is known for, even though it's not a particularly daring film. It seems largely interested in following the usual inspirational sports film playbook, but with his trademark sense of humor sprinkled in. Many of the jokes do land, primarily the more deadpan ones, and one does grow invested in hoping this team can score at least one goal. Fassbender does what he needs to in this role, playing the usual fish-out-of-water protagonist and playing off his co-stars. Next Goal Wins is just a nice, pleasant film, and that's okay to have, especially when the main intent is to provide some laughs.